Hi people of the world, it's Clan Babe, and I'm here for another sketchbook tour, so we're gonna get into it right now. I've been doing back-to-back sketchbook tour videos because I've done this one very recently, and then next time, of course, gonna do this one, because, yeah, I've been catching up. I hope you like this one if you've watched it. This is the one that came after, and, hold on. Hold on, there's so much stuff I need to set aside for a moment. So here's the cover. I've actually done a video about this already, but maybe you've seen it, maybe not, but in case you haven't, just here you can look. Very usual, the buttons. Then there's no charm attached here, unfortunately. Some tags. A sticker that says don't stop talking about plus sign, because of course. That might sound very shallow, but since I was using this sketchbook mostly when I was out in public, you know, that's always a good a good reminder, you know, for the people if they're ever gonna see my sketchbook. Although I think it's more efficient if you want the message to get across to put it on like maybe on the street, but yeah. I like what I did here with all the shimmery elements. And this sketchbook I think is less thick. You can compare. But it doesn't really matter now, does it? So I started this sketchbook on the 14th of June 2025, and I finished it on the 3rd of October 2025, so nearly 4 months later. And one thing I do want to get into is that I started this sketchbook in the middle of my revisions for exams I had last year, so I was mainly procrastinating my exams by drawing a lot, so that's something you should know, because I'm definitely going to come back to that and explain more in depth each pages. Because I feel like my last video was very bitter, like my commentary was very tasteless. There was nothing really to hold on to, no food for thought, and I think that's not really something I want to do. So here's like a little panel with different eyes. Yeah, starting off strong, I was drunk. So I was thinking yeah, it's interesting to try and do something that needs your brain attention and focus when you can't focus or whatever. It's like. Then some OC character design experimentations. I like this side profile a lot. This one's a little fucked up, but it's fine. We like him anyway. And then here, so like was done in charcoal. This is you may not be able to see it, but that's a mermaid. I think I skipped a page. Yes, I did. Right, I forgot about this page, which I really like. I was doing like a layout of my OC's flat / apartment. I don't really know what's the right word, like what's the more fitting word. Should I just say flat or should I say apartment? I don't know. But either way, it's just like one of my OC's bedroom. That's his bathroom, and then here we have like a layout of the whole flat. So there's like the main door, like the living room, another room, the toilet, a room, the bathtub, and like the kitchen. And this is a mermaid, so same as here. I do have a lot to say about my OCs and their environment of living and the reason why they are the way they are. Like, what does it mean? Like, oh my god, I could literally talk about my own characters for days. I need to stop. But yeah, this page means a lot to me because I think it's really interesting to... I gotta stop saying interesting. See how I have like 5 words in my vocabulary? I've been rewatching my oldest videos and my English has not evolved. Like, can we not? Like, that's crazy, honestly. Whenever I speak on camera, like, my voice becomes very monotone, and I don't really like how nonchalant I sound, because I'm not nonchalant, guys. So I'm sorry if I come across as rude or, like, mean, because I'm not. But I guess I just have a very monotone voice, and I try to fix that by forcing myself to be, like, physically more emotional, like, smiling, you know, when I say something, so that my voice will like, come out as brighter and bubblier than it is. Because if I just talk with a straight face, I'm gonna sound very rude. Oh yes, you can see that was summertime. because I drew my OCs with their swimwear stuff. So this is Mika, one of my favorites. She's my all-time favorite girl. Same, I could talk about her for hours. She's just, yeah. And this is Lou. Forgive the anatomy because it's very wrong. And then I never use alcohol markers, but I tried to do it. But the reason why I don't use them is that because it keeps on bleeding through the page. So I don't like how messy it is because I like it. And then you just look back and you're like, what's that ugly kind of thing? So yeah, that was like some drawings, some lyrics. This is really stupid because he looks like he's scratching his ass. But I was kind of feeling mad, I guess. And then here's a bow. There's like the cabin here, the deck here, the waves. If you cannot see, I'm just telling you that's a bow. Holy shit! Let's go! Right, okay. So as I was saying, I was revising for finals when I was drawing, and this is exactly what happened. Like, you gotta know is that I really, really love Samuel. Like, the series, like, it's a little series that used to be on YouTube, and that also used to be... It's still on YouTube, like, but now it's on Netflix, I think. But yeah, so I've watched it when it first came out, and I've been rewatching it every few months, because I just love it. And instead of revising, you know, I started just watching it again because I was procrastinating, but in a way that I didn't want my brain to be completely left to doom scrolling or whatever. So I decided to just rewatch one of my favorite shows ever. So that's Samuel, that's Corentin, that's Berenice. She's so cute, and I really like this frame because I was just redrawing some frames. These two are ugly. It's a self-portrait because also last time when I was revising, one of the things that was really taking a toll on me and my motivation to work, it was that it was so hot. The heat was unbearable. Like, I only had me, my fan, my work all spread out on the floor because I couldn't access my desk at the time because it was just like all clustered with stuff I didn't bother to actually clean and, you know, reorganize. There's more Samuel drawings, but they look really uncanny. And you can see, actually, contrary to my last sketchbook, this one, I've tried to really focus on drawing in pen, and also maybe try to shift my go-to drawings to more objects drawings. Like, what I mean by go-to drawings is that usually when I don't know, just by muscle memory, I will just start drawing faces when I'm not inspired. And so here I decided, wait, no, we're not gonna fall for the easy answer again. We're just gonna draw some coffee pots. And so I think they're cute. The one I would like to have the most, probably this one. But this one really has a character, like a charm to it, I don't know. And I think that raises a question, like, if you were to be a coffee pot, which one would you be? I think that's a really, you can kind of tell what kind of person you are, like, based on an object you choose to be. Like, out of all these coffee pots, if you're gonna choose to be this one, it doesn't really give the same vibe as this one. Basically, that was the last sleepover at my friend's house before she moved out, and so that was, like, very early beginning of summer, you know, taking walks in the evening, the sun is still up, it's warm outside, the heat has kind of went down, exams are done, and that was her place. I was sitting at the table, and that's her kitchen, that's her living room, that's her brother's room, and then upstairs you have her room, and she also had a piano with a very big bag of peanuts next to it, apparently. Her house is filled with so many memories, and it's like very bittersweet. Oh wait, no, I was not actually done with my revisions. I tried to draw the main, you see? And this is me, but it's not exactly me. Like, I didn't look like that last year, but now that my hair has grown, I've actually made it like a self-portrait, but for the future, I guess, because like my hair was not this long. The buildings, and then from now on, this is kind of what I drew for a few pages instead of revising. Hold on. That's one of my favorite trinkets thing I did, because that's something I did myself a while back, like 2 years ago, I think. And so I kind of put whatever in there. A lot of my guitar pick collections, actually, but now I have a lot more, so I only had 3 or 4 at the time before, but now I have more. It actually rhymes, hey! And then this is my guitar tuner, but I never knew how to use it, so I just don't use it. See, I tried to draw the door, and same, I tried to draw, hold on, the buildings. Oh, okay. This is one of my favorite pages, and I guess one day when I'm gonna be watching back this sketchbook, I'm gonna feel so nostalgic because this is a little bit of pieces of places I like in my room most. I'm gonna show you actually. Here we have a forest of nail polish, and that basically translates to that. You can kind of see the whole shot here, and like my favorite one ever is this one, like shiny and sparkles. And you can see I bought actually two of them to make sure I never run out. But yeah, I do have quite a lot. The next thing we have is the Road of the Impossible. It's actually right here. Do you see what I mean? Because like the truck is never actually gonna be able to make it upstairs because like the road is so jagged with books. Like if you were to imagine that that's a road, like I don't know. My Will Smisky, that's working. Wait, I'm gonna show you. Yeah, he's working. He's actually stuck. Hold on. He can't move. He's up to nothing. Then we have the Thai Cascade. Cascade. I don't know. It's basically where I put all my ties. Uh, like this. Cause it's like I can just take one whenever. Yeah. Because it's like from my bed. One of my favorite objects in my room ever, which is my phone. You can actually listen to music and stuff on it. I actually found it in a book box, and it's here. That's actually a phone that's like that, and you can like plug it to your phone. And here's a hot dog main keychain I did a while back that I just broke. I was waiting for my bus, and I was drinking my favorite thing because actually I think my bus got delayed. I don't remember. I think it just never came. So this is when I got into Dungeon Meshi. He's just okay. Um, Here some people I saw outside, and I was like, wait, I'm gonna try to draw them when I get back home because I wasn't in Tramway when I saw them. I really like the way I drew him, lore-driven drawings. Oh, and then I was feeling bad for making them very like angsty, so I drew them as babies. And more OC comics. I never finished it because I had a very clear layout in my head and then it just vanished. And here he looks really sweet. He has a cane because I think that's a good thing to explore. And then, oh my god, this is when me and my friends actually went on vacation. Like this was all of us. Then this is the tab from a can of tuna that we ate on the first night because we didn't have anything else. And then some lyrics to songs I wrote. Yeah, that's the right word. Why am I struggling? And then, oh, that was us at the beach because we were basically like, oh, aligned. And this is literally my friendship goal, to be an old ass person one day and to have matching swimsuits with my bestie and be like gossiping on the beach, because that was what these two grandmothers were doing. They had like a matching swimsuit, just different colors, and they were gossiping about the people on the beach. That's cute. That's like the kind of hangout I want to have when I'm old. Yeah, I had got a new swimsuit, so I just drew myself. Then more OC. I'm really proud of this. This is cool. And then this is Theodora again. So I guess you can all have a bob. And wait, no, you can actually have a bob and be kind, but she cannot. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. Um, I tried to draw with watercolors, but it was kind of bleeding through the page and making the paper very oddly shaped. So I really like these two. This is my OCs again. For just for context, if you don't know, if you cannot tell by now, if you just see a guy with long hair and then another one with long curly hair, then you just know it's them. Yeah. Oh my god, that's like a trio. Um. Sasha again, but before she had a bob. This is like probably the most detailed pencil drawing ever I made. Um, I specifically like these two frames. They're really good. This one is like I didn't know what to draw. Can you tell? Yeah, what is this? I don't know, but this is Britney Spears, and this is Björk, this is Marcel, and this is Fine. Why not? Yeah, it's kind of plain. I definitely went back and reverted to drawing faces when I don't know what to draw face. I don't know, 6-7, I guess. Hey, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I actually broke my favorite pen drawing this. And then there's just like vent art pages, so I'm just not gonna show it. Next, oh my god, who would have guessed? Their side profiles do not look like this, but for some reason I just cannot really pinpoint their features. And you may recognize this reference from Pinterest, and I am unfortunately so mad about this drawing because although it's like really good, um, it's like coming from a reference from Call Me by Your Name, and you guys, I kinda hate that movie. I like the aesthetics, like it's very beautiful. The shots are very beautiful, aesthetically pleasing. The music, the music, I could cry. I cried to this movie actually. But the thing that's bothering me is the dynamics between Elio and Oliver. So if you haven't watched that movie or don't care, I guess you can just skip the ranting. But there's a very thin line between this movie being used as a queer story and trying to gaslight you into thinking this is normal, though they have like a huge age gap. And this movie could be from Elio's perspective, but it's just not showed enough to really emphasize on the fact that everything is romanticized from his point of view, you know? It's just like too vague, like, step up. We don't know if it's actually from his point of view or not. And if it's not, I'm sorry, this is just like glamorizing romance and predatory behaviors about here. You know what? Why not? You can tell again. I didn't know what to draw because it's mid. And then here I was watching The Wicker Man, which I actually really enjoyed. I really like this movie. And at the beginning, you can see like an old man, so I tried to draw this old man. And then this is, I had a matcha for the first time in my life, and actually matcha is banger. It's an absolute banger. My OCs is that they don't have a lore set in stone. However, they have a shit ton of AUs. I'm not even kidding. Like, I have more AUs that may be more developed than they're actually canon lore. So this is like a fashion stuff AU. I don't know. So I tried to exploit that for 2 pages at least, and then I just completely forgot about that AU. Lesbians. Ooh. This is not so good, but I like the way I drew the faces, like this face and this one. This is Mika and Holden, and I mean, one thing about them is that they're besties, and they've been besties since like a long time, and so I was like, wait, making drawings of them together just makes me happy, so I don't know. Then freehand drawing, I don't know. I mean, I know skinny cigarettes exist, but I don't think I've seen like such skinny cigarettes. That's awful. That's awful. Oh my god, okay. This is when I rediscovered one of Adrian Lenker albums, Abyscus, and that's like the song Abyscus by Abyss Kiss. I don't know how you say it exactly in English. But yeah, I really, really like that album, and so it's like, wait, not only is it fitting my OC lore, but I just, on a spiritual level, I need this song in my veins. It's cool. I like it. Then I just really like to draw. The way I did her nose reminds me of a fawn. This is my OC, like of course. Then this might be one of my favorite pages in my sketchbook ever. Like the colors are really good. I like the way they look and the way they, like, I did that freehand, so I'm proud the way it came out freehand. And then here, this is okay. This page is awful, but then oh, this is me. Hold on. You may not remember, but actually, when I was like doing this sketchbook tour, I had like one page dedicated to my ideal hair. This is from January 2025. It's like nearly 7 months later. I drew myself like in my sketchbook, and now, like a year later after making this page, can you see the color of my nails like here? That's because my hair is pink, you guys. Wait, can I actually show you? Oh no, I can't. I mean, do you trust me when I say that my hair is pink? Like this. Then we got more Adrian Lenker lyrics, because this is from Blue and Red Horses, which might be single-handedly my favorite Adrian Lenker song ever. I just really like that song a lot. Anatomy stuff, I don't think YouTube is gonna censor me on that, because like that's just naked people. That's okay. It's fine, you're gonna be okay. Okay. I like this. I like the way I did the details. It's not so bad. And then this was much more experimental because I was trying to just draw shapes, apparently. Just the outlines of my OCs, and I really like the concept, so I did it again with my main cast. Oh, okay. This is Moon from Drag Race. I mean, she's a drag queen, but she was on Drag Race France, and she's one of my favorite. Like, she's just one of my favorite drag queens, and that was one of her looks. Like, intro the how do you say? Like her looks as an introduction to the season. She was dressing Scene. Again, their side profiles are very oddly done. It's not exactly the way I want it to be. But it's fine, you know. And again, I was playing around with character designs. I still haven't found a way to make this character look like I want it to be in my head. Because he looks a very specific way in my head. But he's a fisherman, by the way. And then here I had art block, but I was forcing myself to draw, and this is just resulting into nothing really great. But you know what? It happens. It's fine. And oh, okay. By that time, summer was over, so I was drawing in class, and this is drawings of few character designs I made. I really like these two specifically. Then again, that's the same man. I just cannot really pinpoint his features. I like this one. It's messy, but it's good. And then more OC design. Some lady with some awesome ass nails. It actually glitters. And I use my favorite nail polish, like the one I showed you earlier, to make her nails shine. I don't know if you can see. I don't have a lamp near me. Yeah, it shines. Then I really like this page. I love the way I've done stuff with these two specifically. This is Mika, and this is Dahlia. This is her sister. But actually, Dahlia is like kind of a filler name because she has multiple names I'd like to give her, but she cannot be named Dahlia, Mamie, and Nina at the same time. Like this just cannot work. Then this is Sasha again. I think I really have an obsession for comparing these two because she was such a different person as that she was when she was 14. I butchered this page with just my watercolors, and this is kind of a shame because I really liked the idea I was going for, but I wasn't really able to make it work. It looks very dull, but you know. And then this is me, you guys, this is me, this is my teeth, this is my teeth, this is my lips, this is my mouth, this is my mouth, this is my tongue, this is my fingers. My fingers, can I, wait, yeah. Did I do that? Yep, I did. Then there was like a blockade on my school, so I was sitting outside at 10 in the morning drawing. That was really cool. I liked this moment a lot. And then I drew kind of the people around me. People playing cards and carrying themselves and playing football. This is a drawing of my OC. No, from my moods OC. I'm so used to saying the same stuff over and over again. You can see it's getting to me. But yeah, that's one of my moods on TikToks, as if there's like multiple TikToks on TikTok. And I really like her OC lore and her OCs in general, so I made a few drawings of her OC. Then again, I really like the way I've used my pencil, especially here, to make his face and to make the hair, and it looks like not anatomically odd, but you know what, bear with me. Again, another of my moods on TikTok, we did an art trade, and so this is a drawing, like I made it like a digital drawing of their OC, but this is a page of sketches I did to really like kind of break down, I guess, the essence of the character. Like, he's from an apocalyptic world, so I tried to kind of understand how he'd work, like, as a drawing. Like, I don't know, I just liked it. Here you can see, and he's here too. His name is Ezra. So, and then, oh, I think I did this in Spanish class. Like, first few Spanish classes of the year. I like it a lot. Specifically here. Oh, we're nearing the end of my sketchbook. This is the Strokes, but also mixed with Radiohead, Word Fishes. Yup. And then we got a few drawings of my OC. OCs, actually, there's two of them. There's Mika and there's Sky, and there's, like, I had an idea for an animatic with, you know the song, you know it, it's Suddenly I See by Katie, I don't remember her name, but that's basically it. So, thank you for sticking around, and, oh wait, I'm actually I'm not done, actually, wait, hold on. So, next sketchbook tour I'm gonna do, not now, but soon, is this one. Time is out.